Welcome back to the NITOC Nightly News, everyone. I'm your host, Micah Diaz. We had a fantastic day today, fantastic day of competition, and of course news, which we'll get to here in a second. But we started off our day with some worship. We had a devotion with Anna Plummer, who is a STOA alumna, and she was able to give us a message of hope, especially for the seniors, that God has a plan for your career. God has a plan for the skills that He's given you through your competition in STOA. For example, she's with Concerned Women for America. And although she thought her career would go in a different direction, she was still able to experience what she wanted because she gave herself to the Lord's will and His call. So, for seniors, make sure you submit yourself to the call of God. Glorify Him in His plans. And it says in the Bible that if we desire the Lord, He will give us the desires of our heart. So just keep that in mind. Be encouraged that you guys have a future, and that future is bright. After that, we had a talk with Mr. Eshin about one of our really important pillars, and it's that with STOA, the way it's run, we have a very small, centralized government with maximum local control. And that's really important because at the end of the day, these tournaments, this whole league is run with you guys in mind, the families and the students, and that is really key and it's really important. Of course, we had debate breaks. A lot of you guys got to experience being in an higher bracket, or maybe you didn't, you were sent to a lower bracket, but at the end of the day, you guys still got to compete, which was fantastic. We also learned some really exciting news. For example, after a wonderful performance of some poetry piece from Edgar Allan Poe that Mrs. Plummer was able to provide us with. We have a new wild card event, and that is slam poetry. And I can foresee amazing speeches coming from you guys here in the next STOA year. So slam poetry is our new wild card event. In terms of debate, we have a new LD resolution that we're starting off with in the fall, which is right here. So guys, if you are not doing LD anymore, make sure you watch those who are better than you, but of course create cases. Start your prep for this next part of the season, for the next season, for the first part of the season there. And we also had the time structure changed a little bit. So rather than only giving you guys like a month and a half to prepare for NITOC with a new resolution, instead the first resolution will be from October to December 31st. The second resolution will be January 1st to March 9th. And then from March 10th to NITOC will be the third resolution. So guys, make sure you guys are preparing and you stay tuned for that. You get your competition and you do well there. Throughout the day, we had multiple break announcements, and a lot of you guys were on the edge of your seats for that. I know my siblings were, and I just want to say how proud I am of you guys. For those who are still in the tournament, keep up the good work. The week's almost over. You guys have got this. For those of you who aren't in the tournament anymore, in debate or speech or both, it's okay, y'all. Watch who's better than you. Get some pointers from them. Remember that you are worth it. And also remember this, it is okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be disappointed. What's not okay is letting that linger and ruin the rest of your tournament. Just find a time, maybe take a walk. These days have been beautiful. This campus is very large. You can easily walk by yourself and get some time with the Lord, get some clarity. If you are frustrated or if you're hurting, it is okay. I understand. I was frustrated and hurt when I didn't win at tournaments. It's a perfectly human and natural thing to experience. So make sure you guys get your help with that. Take a walk, spend some time in the Word, spend some time with God. Maybe just rant to the air. God wants to hear everything, y'all. It's a great way to get some peace, or even just hang out with friends and have a good time while you guys are here. Because we don't want to waste a day. We want to give our full selves for the Lord to be used. So if you are feeling frustrated, just walk and talk with God, and He will be giving you peace. So we had breaks throughout the day. At 7:30, we had a worship night. So Mr. David Trent, who's been leading us in worship every morning, came back with his band and led us in worship with a fantastic ceremony at the Bold. We got to give God the highest praise and the honor and the glory, which is something we always want to do. So thank you, Mr. Trent, for giving that experience to us here at NITOC. And let's remember to always praise the Lord in every situation. And of course, today we had the end of our silent auction. A lot of you guys ended up with some awesome some really cool items. I'm kind of jealous because if I had the money, I would have bought all of it because it's all so cool. We had a couple honks from a family here. If you were watching this and you were the one driving by me just now, shout out to you guys. So happy to have you here on Union's campus. But anyways, we had the silent auction. You guys got some items. We're still trying to sell merch, and Union's, of course, still trying to sell merch. So if you haven't picked up any merch yet, go do that. Do that tomorrow. Get yourself some merch. Don't leave Union without some STOA or NITOC or Union merch. Okay, so now for some things about tomorrow. Of course, make sure you guys wake up early because we have more announcements. We have more fun news. We have more exciting news about who's going to be competing in speech. We have speech breaks tomorrow. And speaking of speech, if you guys are who are in XBOZ or iBox, make sure that if you do not break, to go get your stuff and pack it up, because we're trying to be orderly in the way that we clean up after ourselves. So as much as I would love all of you to break and to continue performing at this tournament, if you do not, please put your stuff back, take it back to your room, pack it up in your car, whatever you need to do. And also, get cleaned up now. So come the awards ceremony, you don't have to stress about cleaning. You can just enjoy the next couple of days. So please get that done. Tomorrow, we also have the vendor fair, which is going to be open pretty much all day. There's a lot of people who are going to want to talk to you about future opportunities or schooling opportunities. Come to Union, shameless plug. But anyways, make sure you guys visit that, check that out tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7:30, we have something really exciting. We are going to have a dance instructor come, and she is going to be teaching y'all how to do some line dancing and some other dances, and that's just going to be a really, really fun time. I used to hate dancing, but after doing it a little bit, I really came to love it. So you guys are going to have an awesome experience with that. So that's happening at 7:30. And then at 8, we have the alumni and the graduating seniors mixer. You guys will get to meet, to hang out. If you didn't get a mug, senior alumni, you'll get to get a mug. If you want a mug, seniors, you'll get a mug, a really cool STOA alumni mug. I think it's the color of this shirt, even though this shirt was from several NITOCs ago. But it's a really cool mug. It's a really good keepsake, and you're inducted into the STOA Alumni Hall of Fame. And I know that this was discouraged at the beginning of the tournament, but you might just find your future spouse there. That's what my sister Michaela and her husband Isaac did. I'm just saying it's possible. But anyways, I love you. I love you, Isaac, and I love you, Michaela. Anyways, just make sure you guys have a fun time at the alumni social. We're super happy to have you and can't wait to experience life with you guys at future tournaments and future NITOCs, well, in the future. Just a few more announcements for you guys. So for the club leaders who've not stopped by the World of STOA booth to take that survey and to sign up for that new STOA hub, please make sure you go and do that. Make sure you do that at this tournament. Remember, HSLDA is offering those memberships to NITOC families 50% off if you sign up. So make sure you go and do that as well. And here's a really important announcement. So I know a lot of you guys had to go to the store, maybe buy some small things like pillows or sheets or blankets, and let's say you don't want to travel back with them. We're going to have a way to donate those items to what's called the Dream Center, which is a local charity here in Jackson. They're going to set up shop outside the Bold tomorrow. So if you have any unwanted items that you don't want to bring back with you, please consider donating them. And maybe you want to donate them to somewhere else. The Goodwill right down the road always takes donations. So there's a place for you guys to drop off your extra stuff if you don't want to bring it back. If you guys are flying or driving, you don't want the extra luggage, drop it off, donate it. There are people in need who would love to have the opportunity to use the things that you don't need anymore. So make sure you guys do that. Another thing you guys need to remember is that we have lost and found items basically from every building, and as they make their way to the Bold, to the help desk in the Bold, there are still boxes in every building with those items. So please make sure, one, you don't be like me and leave your mug somewhere and lose it. Don't lose your stuff, but if you do, retrace your steps and remember where you put stuff and look in the boxes. Or 3, write your name on things. I have my name on my mug, so I should be getting it back any moment now, whenever someone recognizes who I am, I guess. But anyways, make sure you guys look through the lost and found to get your stuff. We hate for you guys to leave anything here. All the stuff that is not picked up and the tournament ends, we will also donate. So maybe you just wanted to leave a donation. I'd recommend you guys do that at a donation center and not just in a room somewhere. But hey, if it works, it works. So pick up your stuff from the lost and found. That would be very, very helpful. And lastly, guys, make sure you are cleaning up after yourselves. We're doing better in the garbage. We're doing better in the hallways and the other rooms, but we need to be doing our best. So make sure you guys are doing your best cleaning up after yourselves, but also consider packing stuff up that you aren't going to use anymore. I'm not saying leave. Please don't leave this tournament early, but pack up as much as you possibly can. What that allows us to do is it allows us to get the university in order faster. And guys, if we can help restore the university to its cleanliness and we get all of our stuff early and we make a good example of ourselves, well, that's just helping our case for why NITOC and STOA is just so awesome, and Union is going to want to have us back. So if you guys don't need certain things anymore, be thinking about packing your stuff up, cleaning up after yourselves in the student room, kind of living light, living the minimalist type life these next couple days, just only using what you absolutely need. But yeah, anyways, again, y'all, it's been an honor being able to speak to you every night. I put a lot of work into these videos, and sometimes unfortunate things happen, but that's okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Sleep well. To those of you that are still competing, keep going. I'm so proud of you guys. To those of you who are not, that is okay. I'm proud of you just the same. Watch someone who's better than you. And of course, I can't forget judges. You guys have been absolutely incredible. These kids are going to be so appreciative of the work and the feedback that you've been giving them on the ballots. Just keep up the good work. You guys have been putting that A+ effort through. We're so proud of you guys for that too. So just keep up. There's a few people who are close to the level of Ryan Kubiak. They're almost to 18 rounds, and you guys can get there in the next 2 days. You want the accolades? Heck, if you want your picture sent here, I will absolutely shout you out tomorrow night or the night after. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Sleep well, and I will see you tomorrow.